a long time.
When we first started the store, you brought in some rugs to sell.
Yeah, right.
So
Water Street Studio.
Yeah,
in Pictou.
And that was probably
25 years ago. Like I wasn't hooking long before I brought those in.
That was when we
maybe 23, 24 years.
More than that, I bet
long
you.
Time. Yeah. Yeah.
And
we've been at it a while.
And
I think I bought fleece like that day.
Probably.
I probably bought a little bit. Like you had some for sale in the store. And then I called.
Then it went on from then.
Then I called
and now it's got to this big part.
Like I know, it's beautiful. We just got our fleece in and we're all excited. So Delia, like we were just saying, we share the same color palette. So
right.
Angela was asking you what's your process?
Maybe take a photo of that.
Yeah, it looks like that rug over there. It does really.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, and we're not even. Yeah, I know, but I mean, it looks like all my rugs. So how do you start? What's your process? Like, how do you get these gorgeous colors? You said you don't change the water.
So my pot is probably about this big.
Yeah.
And I'll start with maybe yellow. If I need yellow is one that if I don't change the water or have clear water, it's hard to get a really good yellow.
Yeah.
On the yellow without it picking up some of the other shades.
Yeah. So start with yellow.
Start with yellow, and then all I do is go on either side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So I'd either put in some blue and go greens because I only use primary colors.
Right.
I have and a black and a brown.
Yeah.
I don't use
so you're using 5 colors. Yeah.
Yeah, and I might have 2 shades. I do actually. I have a couple of shades of blue and just different shades of blues and reds and yellows. So some of them are gone, and then so then I got the greens. So then it's easy to go to the blues. Well, then you can go to the purples and to the reds, or you can go back again. So I might go back.
So you go from yellow to green,
greens
to blue
to green. See, this would have been an overlap from a yellow and a green.
Right, exactly.
Because there's still some dye in the water.
Yeah.
I don't exhaust it all.
Yeah.
So there's still a certain amount that is used to mix with whatever I add. Yeah. So then that I'll go into the greens.
Right.
And then I can add some blue and I might get some teals.
Right, exactly. That makes sense. Yeah. And then you'll go like...
And then I can add a little... Then I can go either...
Aqua.
Yes, and the turquoise. For the turquoise is the worst dye to sit. It sits in the dye pot for so long that you have to really think when you're putting turquoise in because it's hard. It'll change colors easily. Yeah. So I might not even do the turquoise till another time, or I'll go to the blues and the purples and reds.
Yeah.
And I'll come back.
Yeah.
So I just keep coming back and forth depending on what colours I want. So it doesn't matter. So this could all be done in the same pot.
It's a very unusual process of dyeing, really.
Yes, I mean
it is. You really invented it.
It is totally the opposite of rug hookers.
Yeah.
Anal retentive way of dyeing.
Those are. Listen to her.
Really? No, I taught a class to a bunch of rug hookers, and they just couldn't get it because they said, "Well, how much did you put in?" "Oh, I know about just throw that much in."
Oh, the women who come to this studio would get it.
Yes, they would. Because
you would have fun.
Yours is different.
Fun teaching a class
where it's each section, each dye bath is a little 10% less than the other one. All that. Well, no. So when I dyed that one, the only person
she's picking the sticks out of there.
Doris Eaton was in my class. Yeah, and she was the only one. She thought it was so exciting, and everyone else thought, "What is she doing?"
Well, it is a bit of a mess, but do you know what it is? It's kind of painterly. It's sort of artistic, right?
Now, if someone comes in and said, "Oh, I ran out of this colour, I need some more," I say, "Well, good luck with that."
It's not going to happen.
I'll see how close I can get, but that's the way it is.
Okay, I just want to throw this up in the air. Hello, Susan.
Hello, darling.
Susan works at 30 Church. All right.
Hi, Susan.
We're going to throw it up in the air.
How are you?
Come on, Delia, let's do it.
Let's do it.
You ready? All right,
Really?
we'll wrap it
Yeah,
up.
get
Would you
some-
ever teach a class in this here?
Oh, sure.
Oh, that would be
Because it's
fun.
so fun here.
It would be fun. All right, let's throw a.
Whoa!
See ya.